Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading, your next glow up. We have 4 piles today. More than one pile may be for you. It can be that it's like a part 1 and a part 2, depending on what piles you feel drawn to. There's a quick child message before we do get into the readings, and that is that just because there's silence, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. And for many of you, this connects to manifestations coming in and also justice. There is a strong connection to Archangel Michael coming forward, and 6 weeks and the month of May. I know that won't be for everyone, but I have this energy of anxiousness and feeling I've waited too long. I've waited too long. Maybe it's time to give up. Maybe it's time to move on. And interestingly, for many of you, the moment you even have that thought is when this is going to come in for you. So silence doesn't mean that nothing is happening and that nothing is unfolding. It's actually in the works. It's in work in progress. Okay, that's the child message. It may connect to the readings, it may not. I am gonna start those now. If you need more time, as always, pause the video, come back when you're ready, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello Pal 1, welcome to your reading. Your next glow up, you chose Moonrise Cleansing. So right away, the energy for your next glow up is that you are going to be releasing. For many of you, this is releasing certain emotions. For others, this is releasing certain mindsets. And this correlates with releasing obstacles. So things are going to be moved out of the way during your next glow up. And it's very much so starting on the inner, and then you will see it reflecting in your outer. There is also a connection here to building strength. This is in many ways, spiritually, energetically, but also physically. There's a strong energy indicating changes and your glow up in the physical reality. I'm being drawn to the sacral chakra, the abdomen area. This can also be building core strength, right? Working with weights, having physical strength, and nutrition. I see that you will be incorporating nutrition that supports you physically, but also there's an energetic connection and a spiritual connection. There will be intention and reason behind what you're doing that connects that realm, spiritual, energetic realm, to the physical realm. And I hear there's a focus on overall well-being. So you're not going to be focused just on one particular area. It's almost like an overhaul for you, okay, Pal 1? And cleansing, the card, Moonrise Cleansing, speaks for itself. That is almost as though your glow up is completely a cleansing glow up, right? Cleansing to be able to allow in the new. I am drawn to what looks like mint on the card here. So mint may have a significance, particularly where it's about bringing in the new, okay? Working with mint for abundance, money and finances. And it's interesting because even if you don't set out in your next glow up for it to be about finances, with the sacral chakra coming forward, it's as though it will be a byproduct as you're working on cleansing, letting go, whether it's mentally, emotionally, right? And it's for a spiritual, energetic reason, intention, it's actually gonna bring in a flow, I hear a flow and influx, okay, of new opportunities which are bringing in money increase. So you can expect money to increase during your next glow up. And that will reflect physically, because you are actually going to shine, just like how the moon is shining here, and we have this beautiful, it's like a prism, right? When you see our kaleidoscope and you see all the different colors like a rainbow. So you're going to feel lighter and brighter. You're going to feel as though, even if you don't see a rainbow physically, right, in the 3D, some of you will start seeing rainbows, and it will be random. May not even make sense to see a rainbow at that time. But I'm seeing that during your next glow up, that's how it's going to, your reality is going to be like that. Your reality is going to reflect this kind of rainbow energy, shining bright like the moon. So you literally will actually be glowing, and that can be due to certain nutritional changes, right? Releasing emotions, releasing particular mindsets. So it will show physically in your face, in your body. Really beautiful. Also, I see that some of you may have crystals hanging. I'm drawn to the energy of crystals, and crystals being a conduit for cleansing and healing here also, and working with crystal energy. I see using crystals to charge oneself. You may do crystal therapy, maybe a practitioner helping others as well. And this is why also it's like guidance to cleanse, because you pick up a lot of residual energy from others, like very strong empath energy here. May also be an earth angel, and someone who works with earthly, earthbound energy, earthbound realm, and the energies of the earthly realm. Also, during your next glow up, you are releasing an ex. Yeah, justice. If you listen to the chant messages, this energy came up, so here we are. It's showing up in the readings. Okay, so we do have Libra energy, balance being restored, justice, karmic justice I hear in particular. There's something here to do with releasing certain contracts, spiritual contracts, and energetic contracts. Okay, there's an overhaul here for you, Pal 1, and your glow up, okay? And restoration, yeah. Looking at the finer details, you're going to be paying attention to the finer details, and this can also be the finer details to your physical self, your physical body, right? When I look at this card, it's almost as though well, this is my attention to detail card, Page of Voices, but it's as though she's paying attention, right, to the finer details. It can be that you're going to be paying attention to things that you've not even had time to take care of, physically speaking, right? This could be as simple as you now are going to go and get a manicure that you've not had to, but rather you've not been able to have for some time. This could be a change in your eyebrow shape, okay? It's the finer details that are going to support and also be a reflection of the work that you'll be doing on the inner regards to your next glow up, okay? And you know how she's adjusting her glasses? It's like those finer adjustments, those fine details that make all the world of difference. And I also see here that you can have very beautiful eyes. You have very beautiful features, very handsome, very attractive. And there's something about you showing that more during your next glow up. You're gonna feel that you want to show that side of yourself. Some of you may be coming out of a kind of hibernation period, a hermit period during your next glow up, okay? And moving your body and being drawn back to the sacral chakra. So moving your body, right? Releasing through movement, but also enjoying that. So you can expect to be enjoying yourself more in your next glow up. And with the Justice being there, Page of Voices, this is showing some legal energy here, okay? Something that you're owed. So you can expect to be receiving what you're owed during your next glow up. Yeah, the Devil. Boom. Love it. Yes. I see that some of you here in Pile 1, okay, this may already be currently happening. It doesn't have to just be occurring during your next glow up, because I have energy of a build up. So there is strong energy here of working with certain deities, gods and goddesses of empowerment, clearly justice, right? And with the Devil being there, this could be working with darker feminine energies, dark masculine energies, right? And ultimately this confirms strength, the strength that I see, because it's evolvement, development from working with heavier energies, which is why the cleansing is there. Working with heavier energies, shadow work, alchemizing that, okay? I think evolving is more the word. I made up a word there, I think, evolvement. But ultimately, during your next glow up, you're going to see the result of that work. And also, very clearly here, your next glow up is going to be your Justice. I love that. Oh, yes. And looking back at the Page of Swords, you know, this is the Watcher card as well. In my other deck, I like to call it the Watcher card, the Spy card. People are going to be paying attention to you and noticing and trying to find out what you did. And in some ways, it's admiration. You're going to be the hot topic, you know, with the Devil card being there. The center of attention. Again, it's a byproduct, but yes, some people are looking because they thought that you weren't gonna show yourself again. There's something to do with not showing yourself again. So really, Pile 1, you are kind of having like a complete makeover. And it's a spiritual makeover, it's an energetic makeover, it's a physical makeover, okay? And you're getting it all during this next glow up for you, but you've earned it. It's yours, it belongs to you. It's your destiny. And you're being supported and guided, very much so. And when it comes to the cleansing energy, it's really that overall energy I had at the beginning of the reading, is that you are releasing what is not yours. It doesn't serve you anymore. And what you've absorbed unknowingly needs to go. Look at that. What did I say? I said you're getting it all. 9 of Emotions, 9 of Cups. Come on. Wish fulfillment. Who are you, Pile 1? I know who you are. You're very blessed. Okay, that was your reading, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello Pile 2, welcome to your reading, Your Next Glow Up. Moonflower, Take a Risk is the card that you chose. So right away, I'm drawn to the road on this card, and I hear, for you Pile 2, you have already taken the roads less traveled. You always get to where you want to go and where you want to be. And when I look at this symbol, okay, it represents this energy of a compass. So your next glow up is you're actually shifting gears, you're changing the direction that you're going in. And I have that this is something that you know, this is something that you are working towards, right? When I see this road and this energy of journey and the compass and redirection, you know this, you're manifesting it. And there's a strong energy here of timeline jumping, timeline shifting, and timeline changing, and working with the moon of the energy, the synchronicities of the moon and astrology. So it's very calculated. Your next glow up is very calculated, it's accurate, it's strategic. Okay, it's strategic, and you're confident. Your next glow up is going to happen. That's what I hear. And it's going to happen the way that you have been planning it and strategizing it. Okay? I have a strong energy here of some of you working with the energy of planet Venus. The goddess is associated with planet Venus. And flowers are significant, with this being the moonflower and the flowers on this card. You may like to wear flowers in your hair, you have flowers in your home. You may simply work with the energy of flowers also, the flowers associated with the goddesses, gods that you work with, okay, particularly when it comes to manifesting. And it does represent the planting of seeds, right? The planting of seeds, and there's the confirmation of it blooming and coming to fruition. Yeah, you may be a herbalist, you don't have to be, but it's this energy of working. I see for many of you working with herbs, working with essences, even essential oils. During your next glow up, I see also many of you are going to be taking spiritual baths, focusing on spiritual baths, spiritual cleansings, but essentially it's working with water to manifest. Really practicing self-care, self-love, and energetic self-care and spiritual self-care. You're very connected to the spirit realm, Pile 2. The sun, look. Beautiful. This is a clear yes. Also confirms that the direction, this energy of change of direction, and also changing things up, right? Switching things up. So you may be also like switching from one style to another style, okay? And being drawn now to more the physical aspect of your glow up. Some of you may also be getting a tattoo, a new tattoo that's going to symbolize a particular period, something you accomplished here, can symbolize the starting of this journey, when you reach the end of this journey. You may also have tattoos with this kind of symbolism that represents something to you, has a meaning to you, okay? Runes, sigils. And working with the energy of the sun. So, I mean, yeah, temperance, look at that. Beautiful energy. I hear, Pile 2, that you are going to be treating yourself like your temple. Your body is going to be like your temple. So yes, you may also be doing more meditation during your next glow up. meditation is assisting you, but also the type of meditation that has a physical workout. So yes, this may be yoga, this may be Pilates, this may be some type of I want to say jiu-jitsu or karate. So then maybe a Far Eastern influence, you know, things that, well, actually jiu-jitsu is Brazilian. So that may be for some of you, but ultimately it's working with movements, coordinated movements to receive a certain energy balance. That's what I'm getting at. And it's also based on energetic theory, right? So it's not just any kind of movement is what I'm getting at. It's specific with a specific intention. Tai Chi may also be significant here. And also I see that there is a balancing and a calming of your nervous system, working on regulating your nervous system during your next glow up. And yes, there can be actual travel and taking a trip, which connects to all of this, right? Temperance, balance, healing. We have more flowers here. We've got lilies. Flowers are so significant for you, pal, too. Even the flower on here, the sun card. The sun is the flower here. Also, I see, pal, too, that you're going to be looking quite striking during your glow up. You literally are going to be blooming like a flower, and also attracting. You're going to be very attractive, and it's not just in the romantic sense or even the sexual sense. Yes, that's there, but it's just almost as though the universe itself will be attracted to you. And I'm speaking in terms of like energetically, and, you know, attracting abundance, and even animals being drawn to you, and insects, you know, having experiences of like insects landing on you, and just it's almost as though you're going to be like the honey, you know, the honey, the pollen in the flower, what the bee comes and looks for so it can make honey. This is you. You're kind of going to be oozing this, have this aura, this honey golden aura during your next glow up. And yes, opportunities are going to land at your feet. That's what it is. You may also be drawn to wearing gold, like, and, you know, colors that are representing where you're at energetically. And gold is significant, the color gold jewelry. Even can be copper, a connection to copper jewelry. Okay. Let's take both. 2 of voices and 6 of voices. Yeah, you're moving on. Double confirmation of travel, 6 of voices, taking a trip. For some of you, during your next glow up, you're going to go on a life-changing trip. For many of you, this is about moving. During your next glow up, you will be moving, and you're having a new start, a new beginning during your next glow up. And you're not going back. So if that resonates for you, okay, well, actually, for many of you, this can resonate across the board, because ultimately you're not going back to what you were, what you had before. So even if it's not about that you're not going back to a place you lived, it's energetically, it's spiritually, you're not going back to a particular place where you were. So it may have been how you perceived it, as that I'm at this level, right? And I want to go up. I want to reach the top. I want to escalate things in my life. I want to take those risks and chances, right? Because it is the take the risk card. And whatever I'm doing, I'm not looking back. See, she has a blindfold on. And we know Two of Swords, Two of Voices is that kind of energy. It's not being able to necessarily see what's the next step, right? But you did it. You are going to do it. And you are currently doing it. All right, that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And I will see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. Your next glow up, you chose follow the moon, watch for signs. Okay. So the energy I have for you pile 3 in your next glow up is that it's going to be quite enchanting. There's an enchanting energy here. And it can be that you embody this. This is a representation of your aura also. And I'm seeing that increase. When I look at the butterfly and I see these waves of color, I see this being your aura and your energy expanding. And we know butterflies have that connection to transformation, metamorphosis, the energy of blooming, and we have all these beautiful flowers here. And seen as this is the card watch for signs, butterflies are a sign for you, okay, as well as certain flowers. And when I look at this card, it's almost as though I can see, it's like little beings. You may have a connection to the earthly realm, the fairy realm. You don't have to. This can be something that's coming in during your next glow up. Because as I say, it's this energy of enchanting and enchantment. And you are actually going to be even more so in that energy as I shared, and increasing the enchantment in your life, okay? Whether it be how your home is, how you look, okay? And you may have those kind of features as well that, you know, they look, you just look like you're connected to the earthly realm and Mother Earth, or, you know, the kind of energy that it's rooted, right? You have a very rooted energy, and I'm seeing you being more rooted during your next glow up, okay? So this is something that I see is showing up for you after you've already took steps towards that and already took steps towards this kind of enchanting life. And for many of you, this is also connecting to romance, okay? So there is an element here of having a glow up regards to your love life, okay? And having more enchanted, romantic experiences, okay? It doesn't have to involve someone for all of you. This could be self, right? Self-romance, and you're doing it for yourself to make your life beautiful. So during your next glow up, pile 3, you're going to have beauty, you know, beauty and enchantment here. You may be also incorporating, you know, glamour, even glamour magic for some of you who work with that kind of energy, right? Look, it is self-love and practicing that, embodying that. 10 of Emotions, 10 of Cups. It's this sense of you realizing you are your fulfillment. Like it's you, it's always been you. You know, without you, there isn't the other. And what I mean is that it's your energy that brings that romance, and that has brought that throughout previous connections. It's been you all along. And now the thing is here, Yes, for some of you this is like self-focused, and it can be self-focused and also about another person or persons, right? Dating and having experiences that are based on actual genuine love for oneself, and having people around you in the dating sphere that love themselves too. So you're gonna see a reflection of that for those of you that will be dating, that will be experiencing connections that are romantic based, okay? So for some of you, I do see that, and with 10 of Cups being there, that's confirmation that yes, clearly some of you will be having those romantic encounters during your next glow up, okay? Also, pile 3, your next glow up will symbolize healing that you have done, okay? With 10 being there, there's completion and you having completed something there when it comes to your healing, okay? Muse of Emotions, yeah. Muse of Inspiration, rather. But I said, I had a fraudulent slip and then Queen of Emotions came out, Queen of Cups. So I guess I was already seeing what was next. Yes, so there is also this energy of you taking back control of your emotions during your next glow up and putting all of that back into yourself. You may also work with the energy of water. You will be working with the energy of water more so, okay? And goddesses, gods, deities, water spirits, okay? There's a strong energy of that coming forward. And with the Muse of Inspiration being there, this is that tick. It's like that green check mark, like you did it. And now you're moving on to the next stage. You've completed, right? You've completed that. And it also tells me that your next glow up can happen. This may sound far-fetched, but for some of you it's kind of overnight. With, you know, like when you strike a match, right? You strike a match and you have a flame. For some of you, there's elements of your next glow up and you're gonna see results of your next glow up like overnight, okay? And of course it can come because there's been a build up to it, there's been a momentum. As I say, this is something that's been ongoing, and your next glow up, you're going to see the finalizing of what you've been working on, healing. And there is a very physical aspect to this, okay? I'm seeing you transform, for many of you, your looks, though it's coming from the spiritual energetic place, right? The healing place, and it's going to show. Some of you are changing your, it's not just your style, but there's certain features that I see changing due to this healing and this enchanting energy and this enchanting aura and this self-love. And I don't mean it's because you're gonna go and do something that will physically trigger that change. What I mean is that the energetic and spiritual and self-love will actually have a physical change on you. This could be your hair suddenly growing, like your hair, you know, taking a different kind of feel to it. This could be your eyes, you know, popping more. There's something that will have an actual physical change due to what you will be doing from the energetic and spiritual sense, okay? And emotional sense, of course, with the self-love. And yes, for some of you, this will involve actual treatments, particularly water treatments. So this can be perhaps going into water, right? The element of water will be bringing some physical change. Could be cold plunges, this type of thing, or even steam rooms, but it's certainly something with water, okay? Sea salt body scrubs. And also jewelry is significant. You can be purchasing a beautiful piece of jewelry during your next glow up. Look at that, 10-10, the wheel. Look, something here is like, and the World card. Wow. Oh, some of you here in pile 3, okay, your glow up is going to be very much so seen. You're kind of being exposed, but not in that sense of, you know, something negative. It's almost as though the universe wants to expose you. But again, you know, it's not in that negative sense. It's like, it's for you to see the proof of who you are, and for that to be reflected back to you. So that's how I pick it up, okay? Because with the World card there, this is like, this is exposure. This is going across, you know, all spaces of time, dimensions, right? So there is some energy here of timeline jumping, you know, being aligned, being brought into alignment as well. But it's global. It's global energy. And this also tells me that for some of you here, you will be receiving certain compliments, you know, and it's from the globe. It's like, so this could be online, right? Receiving comments, going viral also, where there's an online connection. And where it's not about online, this is you traveling and being in different places. And it doesn't have to just be overseas, but it's this sense of receiving compliments, and it's going to be from people and in places that are not your home, right? You're going to be out and about. You're going to be in different cities, countries here, and you're going to be noticed. That's literally it. You're going to be noticed. Your aura is going to really stand out, and it's going to bring a lot of abundance in for you with the wheel card being there. It's a complete turnaround. Okay, the wheel is turning for you. The wheel is turning in your favor and going to be during your next glow up. So enjoy that. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Yeah, look, you deserve it. 3 of Voices. You had to go through that. You had to go through that. Oh my word. Look at that. See? Taking back control, boundaries, self-love, and realizing actually you were the source in previous situations and connections. It's you. You're the enchanting one. Love it. That was your reading, pile 3. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye for now. Hello pile 4, welcome to your reading, your next glow up. You chose Moon Madness, Avoid Drama. So right away, the energy that I have for you during your next glow up, pile 4, is that you are going to be retreating, pulling back your energy. I have hermit mode, DND. You're taking some time out for you. You're having a rest, and I see that when I look at the dark part of the card, which is like the night sky, you're going to be getting sleep. You're going to catch up on sleep and spending time with your inner thoughts more. I do have energy of journaling, processing, but ultimately it's restoration. Like, it's bringing back your energy to you and restoring yourself and getting restorative sleep. Okay, let's get some cards for you. Here you're on a mission, pile 4, you're on a mission. This sense of like being locked in. So I see here that during your next glow up, you're going to be still working on something for yourself, something that you're going to keep to yourself, something that will keep you away from the drama. It could be a hobby. It doesn't have to be a really big goal. It could be a hobby that you want to have more time for, but it requires spending time with yourself and being alone and fulfilling yourself from that. Because with the avoid drama, it's as though you're going to go from one day to the next and just like cut certain communication off, certain people off, and really start to pour into your cup. Yes, hello, Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords. She is my boundary queen. Okay, could be boundary queen, boundary king. We don't have to get stuck on gender, but look at that. Enough is enough here for pile 4. You're done with that. And you, during your next glow up, okay, you're going to be seeing things for what they really are and seeing people for who they really are, okay? And I see here that you have strong spiritual energy and abilities. You may be a seer yourself. Particularly through dreams and sleep time, you receive a lot of your insight, information, your intuition, and you may work with ravens. Ravens may be your spirit animal. They may be connected to a deity, a god, a goddess that you work with. And she has a huge angel wing, so certainly you could be working with angels, archangels. All right. But you tell truth. You are a person of truth. And make sense, avoid drama, because a person of truth, generally, that's what they avoid, because they don't see the point when they already can see things for what they are. So you may be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You don't have to be, but it's this embodiment of the Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. And, you know, standing on business kind of thing. Three of Inspiration, Seven of Emotions. Yeah, Three of Wands, walking away, being done with something, and Seven of Emotions. Releasing illusions. But also, most specifically to this reading with the avoid drama and the moon madness, right? Seven of Emotions is, yes, it's illusions, but here it's this sense of you, again, seeing through, right? In your next glow up, seeing through that. Seeing through the illusion, and also understanding that that's what people are creating. They are creating that themselves. And try to pull you into it, okay? So while this is a predictive reading and this is about your next glow up, this can have already happened and be happening in regards to this drama, illusions, and you removing yourself from that, okay? And then the predictive part of the reading is, this is what you're doing during the glow up. Taking time for yourself. Even some of you, you're going to take a trip away with Three of Inspiration being there. It doesn't have to be a long haul. This could be a 3-day trip. And even there's some kind of last minute energy with the dominoes being there. It's like a sudden, I'm going. My phone is off. Don't disturb me. I'm going to do something for myself. Oh, and look what's on the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. You're going to be connecting with your spirit team, your spirit guides, spending more time with the deities you may work with here. But essentially it's spending time with yourself and doing some spiritual development here, okay? And also when I touched on journaling and perhaps, you know, having some time for a hobby, a goal, it can also be a spiritual goal here, or a spiritual element to the hobby. I see here you can be creating something during this next glow up, and it actually is going to come, it's going to bring you some kind of not only I hear completion, but it's going to bring you some kind of spiritual power. This may be working with candles, you may be going to make your own candles, but certainly there's a coming closer for you, a closer to yourself, right? But as I shared, closer to your guides, deities. And the candle energy can simply be that you will just be using the energy of candles, like meditating or having time to even light a candle, right? So there is a soothing, calming energy during your next glow up. Yeah, 7 of materials. And then you will get going again. Then you will get going, because it's ultimately about restoration. Checking in that, oh, I'm hearing my spirit guides there, my deities, God's, they're talking to me, right? With the birds being there, this is spiritual communication. Because it's almost as though, you know, this drama, the 7 of emotions, it's like you can't hear, you can't think with whoever this person, these people are creating this, right? You're heading in a different direction to that drama. I'm going to get one more card for you and then we'll wrap it up. 2 of materials, yeah. Wealth, financial stability, spiritual stability, even I hear. Groundedness, standing on what you know to be your truth and not being played with. So it's very much so your mindset as well, strengthening, growing, developing during your next glow up, Pal 4. And yes, there will be a physical reflection of that for some of you. I have very contrasting energy. Even you may go from red hair to black hair to red hair. You may decide to change your clothing, your style of clothing. And also the type of aesthetics is what I hear. This can also involve like changing your bedroom, like changing the colors, going from dark to light or light to dark. It's like a stark contrast. And I also see that you will purchase certain objects, okay? This may be tools, spiritual tools, but also clothing and, you know, boots. I see boots being significant. Boots, shoes. You're going to treat yourself. You're going to treat yourself during your next glow up, and you will have the means to do so. If you're thinking, well, I think I'll just be journaling, I'll be doing things that I can kind of you know, that I have access to. For some reason I just have this sense of limited access to perhaps funds, but that's changing. During your next glow up, that's changing. And that's what you'll also be kind of working on as well. That can be connected to the goal energy of like, I want my money to change. I want to be able to buy and do the things I want for me. And it's mine, right? And it's not to say you're not a generous person. It's not that at all. No. You've been waiting, you're earning this. You are showing yourself that you put yourself first. So, awesome. That was your reading, Pal 4. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I will see you very soon for another one. Bye for now.